Assalamu alaikum. Hi there. Before we start, please subscribe to my channel. We are going to solve the Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 2 Extended 0580 Variant 2 3 May June 2020. Question number 15 onwards. Question number 15. The table shows the amount of money $X given to a charity by each of 60 people. Calculate an estimate of the mean. So this table has been given to us. The frequency is 60. To find the mean of group data like this, there's a formula that we need to know, which is mean is the sum of f multiplied by x divided by n, where x is your midpoint of the class width, f is the frequency of that particular class, and n is the total frequency. It's a 4-mark question. Again, write down the formula so that you remember. To find the midpoint, we add the class value. 0 plus 20, the limits we add it and divide by 2. This will give us 10. The same we are going to do for all of them. And this is what we will get. After that, we multiply our class, the midpoint with the frequency. 10 multiplied by 21, 22.5 multiplied by 16, 30 multiplied by 6, and so on. Write the answers. Then we add them together. We will get 1700. Our mean is the sum of this, which is midpoint multiply by the frequency, which is 1700, divided by the total frequency. This will give us 85 over 3. Write it as a decimal, 28.3. That is our mean. Question number 16. Paddy and Anna each invest $2,000 for 5 years. And Paddy earns simple interest at a rate of 1.25% per year. Anna earns compound interest at a rate of R% per year. At the end of 5 years, Paddy's investment is worth the same as Anna's investment. Calculate the value of R. In this question, the principal, which is the total money they are investing, is the same for Paddy and Anna. The time is the same. The rate of interest for Paddy is given, Anna, it is not given. And at the end of 5 years, the investment is the same as, Paddy's investment is the same as Anna's investment. So first, let's find Paddy's investment. What is her final amount? By using the simple interest formula. Simple interest is equal to PRT over 100, where P is the principal, R the rate of interest, I is interest, and years is T. But this will only give us interest. To find the amount, which is A, we need to use one more formula. Amount is equal to principal invested plus the interest we got. So first, let's find the interest of Paddy. Interest is equal to principal, which is 2000 multiplied by the rate, which is 1.25, time, which is 5, divided by 100. We will get 125. That is the interest. To find the amount, we add to 2000 our interest. So it is 2125. This is the same what Anna also will get, right? But Anna is using compound interest. So now we have to find or use the compound interest formula. For the compound interest, we use A. This will give us the final amount, not the interest. Principal 1 plus R, which is the rate of interest, divided by 100 to the power of N. N is the number of years. So now let's do Anna's. Amount is 2125, we know. Principal was 2000. 1 plus R, which we don't know, to the power of n. N is the number of years, which is 5. So we have to make r the subject. Before we do that, we'll have to shift everything to the other side. This is a multiply, so when we shift to the other side, it will be a divide. So 2125 divided by 2000. You can leave it now, no need to put in the calculator, because you will keep getting decimals. This is to the power of 5. Whenever you want to move your power to the other side, we write it as a reciprocal. So we got 5, we want to move it to the other side. Now it's going to become 1 over 5 is equal to 1 plus r over 100. When we put this in the calculator, we'll get 1.012 is equal to 1 plus r over 100. Shift the 1 to the other side, it will become minus 1. So we will be left with 0.012 is equal to r over 100. 100 is a divide, so when I want to make r the subject, I will have to shift it to the other side and it will become a multiply. This will give us 1.2 is equal to r. We got only one decimal place. It's therefore always better that, we don't round till the last step is done. So I wrote here till 3 significant figures, 3 decimal place, sorry, and I think we should write 1 or 2 more numbers. So I just added a few more numbers here. The process is the same, and we shift the 1 to the other side, it will become negative 1. 1 minus this will give us 0.012. 1, if we round it here, this is 9, so we have to add 1 here, we'll get 0.122 is equal to r over 100. Now shift the 100 to the other side, multiply it, and our answer will be 1.22 is equal to r. We need to get at least 2 decimal place. That is the reason I redid it with a few more numbers I added right here also. So that is our answer. Question number 17. We have been given 2 shapes that are mathematically similar. The smaller shape has area 52.5 square centimeter and the large shape has 134.4 square centimeter. The side, one of the side is given to us 8 centimeter and the corresponding side is m centimeter. We have to find the value of m. So we have been given the 2 areas. Remember that we are talking about similar triangles, area of similar triangles. So if we write our scale factor as k, because it is an area, so 52.5, we want to find m, right? So write that area first. 52.5 multiplied by our scale factor square, because it is area, is equal to 134.4. We need to first find our scale factor divided by 52.5. Whenever we have a square, what should we do? We should square root. This will give us 8 over 5. 8 over 5 is our scale factor. So m multiplied by 8 over 5 is 8. But we need to find our m. So when we move this to the other side, we can write 8 divided by 8 over 5 and you will get 5. Or if you understand multiplying, so m is equal to 8 multiplied by the reciprocal of 8 over 5, which is 5 over 8. Either way, you will get the value of m as 5. Question number 18a. Write x square minus 18x minus 27 in the form x plus k square plus h. So you need to write it in completing the square form. For completing the square, write x, okay, and there's a negative here, so write a negative. Divide this number by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. Close the bracket. Do you understand? After this, put a minus. Always here will be minus. Whether there's a plus here or a minus here doesn't make a difference. After the bracket, it is always minus. Take this number and square it. And, sorry, not plus. And what is the number without an x? Negative 27. So write that down. Okay. So we have x minus 9 square. Put this whole thing in the calculator with the sign. You will get negative 108. Now, part B, use your answer to part A to solve the equation. X square minus 18, x minus 27 is equal to 0. We know that x square minus 18, x minus 27 is written as x minus 9 square minus 108, and we make it equal to 0. We have to find our x. Shift the 108, negative 108, it will become positive 108. Whenever you have a square, we square root and put a plus and minus. Only if it is length or something, we don't do plus and minus. But for finding the value of x, we write plus and minus. And this will give you a radical form. It will give you plus and minus 6 square root 3. Leave it like that for now. Shift the 9 to the other side. So you have 9 plus and minus 6 square root 3. So x is equal to 9 plus 6 square root 3, or x is equal to 9 minus 6 square root 3. Now what should we do? We put in the calculator. We will get x is equal to 19.39, and when we put the minus, we will get negative 1.39. So this is our answer. We can put the answers here. (19A). In a class of 40 students, 28 wear glasses, so this whole circle is 28. 13 have driving lessons. So there are certain students who wear glasses and have driving lessons. This is the overlapping part. 4 do not wear glasses and do not have driving lessons. So from 40 students, there are 4 who do not wear glasses or take driving lessons. They are written outside. So these two circles total, when you add, it's going to be 40 minus that 4. It will be 36. There's an intersection in the middle, which is common for glasses and driving lessons. And in this circle, we have 28 minus the intersection, and driving will be 13 minus the intersection. When we add all of this, it is equal to 36. So 28 minus the intersection plus the intersection. Whatever we have written down, just add it up the same way and write 36. This will get cancelled. 28 plus 13 will give us 41. Minus I is equal to 36. So 41 minus 36 is our intersection. That is 5. So we write 5 here. And then 28 minus 5 will give us 23. From each circle, we have to minus the intersection. 13 minus 5 will give us 8. So that is how we complete our Venn diagram. Use set notation to describe the region that contains a total of 32 students. So for 32 students, we will have to check what will give us 32. 23 plus 5 is 28, plus 4 is 32. So this is the whole thing. Everything except the only D part. This region can be denoted by G union not D. Sorry, I wrote U. 1 second. G union not D. I have made a video on Venn diagram shading. You can watch it to memorize all the different notations. Now part B. This Venn diagram shows information about the number of students who play basketball. B is basketball, football, and hockey. And these are the students who do not play anything. You need to know your notation very well. First, there are two notations, union and intersection. So first we find the union, B union F. B union F is in B and in F. So this is B union F. Intersects with H complement or H dash. I prefer to say not H. So it is not in H. It means it is everything outside this circle. So it will be like that. Not including which is in H. Even the 12 out. Everything that is outside this circle. Intersects means it is common. It is in A and it is in B union F and also in not H. So what are the numbers that are there? Can you see them? 2 is common, 7 and 6. These are the numbers that are common. So we add them up. 2 plus 7 plus 6, 15 is the answer. Now for part C, we have been given 3 circles. Shade the region P union, Q intersects R, bracket, complement. Again the same thing, Q intersects R complement means it is not in the intersection. So which part will that be? It will be, this is our intersection of Q and R. We want everything except that. And that is joined by P. Because we have P union. So we shade everything except the intersection, Q intersection R not. Question number 20, we have been given a pyramid with a square base. Square base means all the sides are same. The diagonals AC and BD intersect at M, so that will be the midpoint. The vertex V is vertically above M. AB is 11 and AV is 18.6. If AB is 11, BC, CD and AD will also be 11. If AV is 18.6, then BV, CV and DV will also be the same. Now we need to find the angle that AV makes with the base. So we are looking at this triangle and this is the angle we need to find. For that we need AM. We don't have AM. We will need to find AM. We know that our base is a square, so each side is going to be same. This is A and B and this is C. This is M, the midpoint of AC. When the two diagonals intersect, that is the midpoint. So first we will need to find AC. We have two sides given and we want to find the third side. The third side is opposite the right angle. The squares will have all 4 right angles, 90 degrees. So the side opposite the right angle is our hypotenuse. We will use the Pythagoras theorem. So it will be hypotenuse square is equal to the square of the other two sides. So the side AC will be square root of AB square plus BC square. We replace our AB and BC, both are 11, and that will give us 11 square root 2. It's okay if you don't write it as a decimal. Leave it like that for now. But we want AM. AM is half of AC. So we divide it by 2. Now you can put this in the calculator to see what we get. We have 7.778. We will round it to 2 decimal place. So we'll get 7.7. The number after the line is 8, which is more than 5. So we have to round it by adding 1 to the previous number. So AM is 7.78. Now let's draw the other triangle. We have AM as 7.78, AV is given to us 18.6, and the angle M is a right angle triangle. Now we need to find this angle. You need to know your trigonometry identities, because whenever two sides are given and you want to find the angle, we need to use trigonometry. We can use sine, cos, or tan. You need to memorize these very well. You can write these as so sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, ka toa, where O is opposite the angle. So we have this A here, opposite to it is VM. We don't have that. Then adjacent means next to, and hypotenuse is the side opposite your right angle. So we have adjacent, which is 7.78, hypotenuse, which is 18.6. It means we have to use cos. So whenever you want to use cos or any trig identity and you want to find the angle, on the other side, write cos inverse. Let's see what we get. We will get 65.27. We'll round it to 1 decimal place. So it will be 65.2 and not 2, sorry. There's 7 here, so we add 1. It will become 65.3. Question number 21. O is the origin and OPQR is a parallelogram. SOP is a straight line and SOE is equal to OP. So this is equal to this. TRQ is a straight line, TRQ, and TR is equal to RQ. STV is a straight line and ST is to the ratio, ST to the ratio of TV is 2:1. So this is 2 times the value of TV. OR is A and OP is B. Now find the position vector of T. We know that position vector means we start from O and we go to T. Because this is a parallelogram and therefore OR is A, so ST will also be A. The reason being OP is equal to SO and RQ is equal to TR. So all the sides are equal. OP is B, so SO will also be B. Now to go from O to T, how can we go? We want the position vector, so it means we want OT. So we can go from OS to ST. OS will be negative, B is in this direction. The direction is important. So now it will become negative B and ST is A. So negative B plus A. If you want to write the positive first, you can do that. Next, we have to find RV, R and V. We know that RT is B in this direction and TV is half of ST. So this will be half A in the same direction. So what will our answer be? Negative B plus half A. Again, you can choose to write the positive first and the negative afterwards. Next, we have show that our PT is this PT is parallel to RV. When two lines are parallel, they have a scalar value that you can multiply with. And like, suppose we have one which is a plus b and the other is 2a plus b. This means this is a scalar value that we are multiplying with. So these two lines are parallel. So first we will need to find PT. To come to PT, we will go from PS plus ST. PS is B and B negative 2B and ST is A. So we have A minus 2B. PT is A minus 2B and RV is half A minus B. So PT is, we have A minus 2B. A here is 1. If nothing is there, it's a 1 and this is half. So this is 1, this is half. This is 2, this is 1. So I can write it as PT is equal to 2 times RV. Let me show you how. So we have A minus 2B here. And if I write 2 times half A minus B. This is our RV and this is our PT. 2 multiplied by half will give us A and 2 multiplied by negative B will give us A minus 2B, which is the same as PT. This brings us to the end of this tutorial. If I've helped you, kindly like the video and leave your feedback. Thank you for watching.